Hi guys, that's Gianpaolo Lorusso speaking for a new edition of the Top 10 PPC News for the first week of July. What we are talking about today. Google CPC inflation real, redundant keywords, rules and supplemental feeds in Merchant Center Next, a Chrome plugin to test enhanced conversion, over-segmenting performance max is not always good, conversion metereopathy. In Meta, ad-free model violates digital management acts in Europe, of course. Audience suggestion, are they useful or worth a try in Meta ads? And finally, TikTok ads. Teens targeting US has been blocked since July, and AI influencers marked, and a webinar soon by TikTok, of course. Let's start with this extra news from TikTok itself. They've scheduled a webinar on creative performance for small and medium businesses, just to focus on ads in TikTok ads to make them successful, and other focus point on creativity for small businesses. Let's start with the news number 10. This is an announcement from Microsoft Advertising. Has been launched. Is the equivalent of Google hotel ads, more or less, of course, and this is useful for everyone who is working in a tourist sector, of course. News number 9. Floris De Shiva here on LinkedIn.com, and here he is recalling the fact that whether in conversions in a lot of industries, and substantially the only way you have to push a brake on moments in which you already know that conversion will be lower are simply seasonal adjustments, and other ways not used now and not viable. News number 8. TikTok again is blocking teens targeting in US. In Europe, it's already blocked, and they are marking influencers as AI generated, plus another smaller innovation in privacy. News number 7. Krish Farts here on LinkedIn.com, and he is sharing a real case of over-segmenting campaign, leaving a lot of budget on a very low target CPA campaign, and having this campaign cannibalizing everything else in the account. So it's important to know you have to look at the account in a holistic way, considering also the interaction among campaigns. News number 6. Adrian Decke, who is sharing that Scott Caruthers has shared on his site, a new enhanced conversion assist plugin for Chrome, which is helping in setting up fundamental if you do, especially in lead generation and e-commerce promotion. So very useful tool. I've tested it and it seems very, very, very nice, especially if you haven't access to analytics and don't have coding capabilities. News number 5. He is sharing results of a test in which he suggested to Meta several different audiences and compare results with other campaigns in which he has not shared these suggestions. So results were ambivalent. John Loomer concluded that probably in a long time optimized account is quite useless to share with Meta the most engaging audiences, because the system is already has all the available data to fund those audiences itself. Cases he cannot exclude, of course, the suggestion is worth a fly. News number 4. Google has finally released the functionality, the rules functionality, and also supplemental feeds for Merchant Center Next. They are an add-on, an advanced data source management add-on. You have to switch it on to see these additional features. News number 3. We are in the top 3 now. The third most important news in this week is the fact that EU Commission has officially that Meta ad-free subscription is violating Digital Management Act. So Digital Markets Act, sorry. So Meta will have to find another way to manage European accounts to European users. We'll see what Meta is going to. A genius who found this solution, if it would have worked, but probably it's not going to work long unless Meta wants to keep this revenue and pay a fine on it. News number 2. Analysis, who is sharing some thoughts on redundant keywords. Basically, he's saying that you haven't to remove redundant keywords because this could give you a little more control on random matching done in other automatic campaigns, which could lead to not connected ads or less connected ads to appear, and wrong landing pages. If a campaign with a lower ranking is working instead of higher ranking keyword, this could, of course, happen, and this is something you won't you will not be able to control if you remove redundant keywords. But let's pass to the news number 1 of this week, which actually are 2 news. The first one is by Raoul Van Ellen on LinkedIn.com, who is reporting what John Moran said during a podcast about the fact that Google is inflating CPC. This is quite evident, especially if you don't have enough conversion data. And I'm personally fighting against inflation in several accounts of mine. But the situation is more complex of what you can see in this very negative post. And the counterbalancing post has been published by Smarter E-commerce, and it's a combination. It's exactly in the same week. They studied over 2,500 campaigns, finding that it's true, Google is bidding ridiculously high on some terms, on some search, but this is working in the long range. This is working in the average of conversion costs. So or black solution, you have to keep an eye on possibility of CPC being higher than the necessary. The right way to do it is not assuming that it is, but testing it, as always. That's all for this edition, and we'll see you next. May the ROI be with you, and more peace for everyone. Ciao.